Yes! Oh my god! Oh, fucking hell. Cowabunga dudes, Simondi here, back with another video, and this is about kickflips. I've been working on the kickflip for over 50 hours now, and I'm talking about the rolling, moving kickflip. 50 hours, I'm not sure about the exact number, but it's definitely over 50. It's 5-0. Dedicated just to trying to land the moving kickflip, and I've just struggled with it so much. And I don't know why I've struggled so much with it. You know, when I first started skating, I had heard that for many people, or for some people, varial flips and heel flips are easier for them, for some people, than kick flips. And I'll just like think to myself, there's no way that can be true. That seems crazy. And for me, it definitely seems to have been true, to say the least. I learned to heel flip and I learned to varial flip in, you know, a couple of hours. Definitely difficult, but compared to 50 hours, it's just night and day. It's insane. And I don't know what it is about the kickflip that was so difficult for me. I've landed harder tricks, you know, the 360 shove it, the varial flip. I've landed the 360 shove it fakie. But the kickflip just eluded me. It's absolutely mad. But it was an important goal of mine that I really wanted to achieve. I really wanted to pull it off. Kickflip is like a rites of passage for skateboarding for so many people. Like, I mean, I never really care what anybody else thinks, but for myself, I wanted to be able to learn to kickflip for myself. I would say for the first 25 hours, the first half of my time spent trying to learn to kickflip moving, the board would just keep going backside, rotating to my right, and I could never figure out why. I'd move my foot positioning like all the way to, I would move my back foot position all the way to a front side 180 position, and when I flick, the board would just start going backside, like doing a varial. And so at that point I was just like, well, if the board wants to do a bloody varial flip, then I'll just learn to varial flip, and I did. And so I just spent so much time struggling with it, and it wasn't like I was just, you know, trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. As they say, that's insanity. I spent a lot of time researching online and trying to find ways to tweak my technique and take a new approach, and I would try different things out every day, and I still struggled with it, and a lot of time it would just still rotate backside to my right, and I couldn't figure out why. And I've spent hours and hours watching instructional videos, trying to figure out what's going on, trying to learn how to do it. I've spent so much time practicing visualization, just thinking in my head, rehearsing it in my head, performing the trick over and over again in my mind, which has definitely helped, by the way. And it wasn't until around hour 45, if you can believe that I realised I was doing the flick wrong. I thought I'd been doing it right, you know. The beginner mistake is don't flick down, because your foot's going to hit the floor before your board. You're never going to get that front foot on the board. And so I would try and flick out, like towards the nose of the board. So when I did that, the board would rotate backside, like a varial flip or a backside flip. And it just made me want to scream. It drove me mad. And so I was flicking out rather than down. Okay, so I'm not making this beginner mistake. Around hour 45, something like that, earlier this week, I realised I should be flicking up, like popping my ankle up, like dorsiflexing my ankle, like, you know, bringing my toes toward my face. And as soon as I started doing that, it's like something just clicked. The board was flipping, it wasn't rotating backside anymore, it was staying straight. I mean, it was flying out in front of me, but it wasn't going backside anymore. So all of a sudden, rather than struggling to get my front foot on the board, I was getting my front foot on the board, but I was struggling to get my back foot on the board. So I was struggling to catch the board. So I was struggling to catch the board after the flip. And so I've skated every day for the last week. And I've been trying to keep my protein intake high, so I haven't really been that sore or anything. It's been going pretty well. I've been doing like 2 hours a day of skating. After all that frustration and trial and error, awkwardness, first trying to learn it, that initial awkward period, that initial teething period when you're trying to learn it and it feels alien, so awkward, you feel like Bambi on ice. I can imagine a lot of people would have quit and said, oh, this is not going to happen, I can't do this, I'm never going to do that. And then just 50 hours of frustration, repetition, trial and error. And I've been inching closer and closer to landing it, and I've really put everything into trying to get this trick. Finally, I did it. I did it.
Yes! Oh my god!
So I went out there today, did everything I had, just repping it over and over and over again, trying to fine tune my technique, and then finally,
oh my god!
I did it.
Oh,
I landed it. Can't believe it. Oh my god, 50. That was over 50 hours of hard work. Oh, I cannot put into words how frustrating that has been over the last few months. Oh my god, that's the best feeling in the world, and the fact that it was so difficult for me makes it that much more, I feel that much more amazing. That is this feeling right now, this sense of achievement and accomplishment after enduring so much frustration. That feeling, that's why I love this shit. Oh my god. Oh, what a day, what a lovely day.